Whether you're the person who forgets to wear green on St. Patrick's Day and gets pinched, or the person who thinks about it all year long, maybe on that day you think, I should get to know a little bit more about my Irish heritage. I mean, on St. Patrick's Day we're all Irish, right? This video series, running from February 1st, St. Bridget's Day, to March 17th, St. Patrick's Day, is to help you get fit on Irish history and culture. Myself, I'm only a quarter Irish. My great-great-grandfather, a recent immigrant, was a poet in Grand Rapids, Michigan, around the turn of the century. When I decided to put one of his poems called St. Patrick's Day 1902 to music, I started to get a little bit more into my Irish heritage. Then I became a singer in a Celtic band, and recently I've started to write an Irish historical fiction novel. I figured, why not share all of the research that I've been doing? Thanks for tuning in. I'm Jeff Rosenzweig, pen name J. Rose, and I hope you enjoy the series. Giagwait. St. Bridget was born to a pagan chieftain in Ireland and to a slave mother, and therefore Bridget was a slave as well. She probably would have done animal husbandry, weaving, food preparation, things like that, up until adulthood. And then she became a convert of St. Patrick. She became a Christian. Now her pagan father intended for her to marry, but she had other ideas. She intended to live a life basically as a nun of charity and chastity. She gathered around her like-minded women to establish a convent. She needed land to grow crops on to support the women. She goes to the king of her kingdom in Ireland and asks for a plot of land. As a joke, he says, I'll give you a plot of land the size of your cake. So she takes him at his word and she goes out to find this plot of land. She goes to the pagans was considered a sacred area. It was a very large oak tree. Oak trees were very important in Celtic pagan culture because they live long and they kind of symbolize wisdom and perseverance, which she embodies too in the story. And so she and three of her like-minded women each grab a corner of her cape, and miraculously it stretches out to envelop acres and acres of land. And she's able to establish her convent. The name of the town that is now where her convent was, Kildare. Kill means church, and you'll find a lot of other Irish towns that have the name Kill. Dare is oak, so it's kind of Church of the Oak. And so even in the name, you have a little bit of syncretism, coexistence between Christian beliefs and pagan beliefs. This is one of the things that leads some people to question whether Bridget actually existed or she was just kind of a remade pagan myth. Brig or Bride or Bridget, this goddess was the goddess of fire. Not like fire destruction, but fire of kind of keeping the home fires burning. Fire was important for cooking and for staying warm. That kind of was extended to the idea of childbirth, fertility goddess, springtime, procreation, really. And really she's claimed both by Catholics and has been for a long time, but also by kind of the new resurgence of paganism, the divine feminine and the goddess Bridget. Now we have St. Bridget's crosses, which are woven out of reeds. Here in Michigan, we don't have reeds when we have like 2 feet of snow in the front yard. I made one here out of drinking straws, and it's not very good and not very symmetrical. And straw is kind of associated with Bridget, the goddess, because of the idea of using straw to start fires and that whole idea of the hearth fire being kept glowing and the family being sustained. I'm Jeff. Thanks for watching. Slime.